Hi, I'm David. I'm presenting for the Washington Conviction Vacation Project team today. I actually just joined today since I came for the hackathon. So with the Washington Conviction Vacation Project, a conviction vacation is when if someone has been convicted of a felony or misdemeanor, their record can be cleaned and removed, so that way when they go to apply for jobs, they go to apply for housing, they can say that they're not a convicted felon, because many times they can be denied housing or jobs because of that conviction. Now, the current process for vacating your conviction is very complicated and very confusing, and we would like to create a much simpler process so that way people are able to do it on their own. Currently, only subject matter experts can navigate this process. It's confusing, opaque, and there's an unknown likelihood of success. Mostly now it's attorneys who do the process for the client, clients. And sometimes clients can try to do it on their own, but it's very hard to get information about how to do it. And we would like to create a process where clients can have a more self-service model and not have to pay for an expensive attorney to do the entire conviction vacation process for them. So to figure out how to do that, we first want to get people who deeply understand the complexities and then document how to navigate it, synthesize their practices together to discover the best practices, and then map those practices for non-specialized users into some technical solution. So today we focused on number 2. In the past, they've interviewed a few different lawyers and subject matter experts in the field to see how conviction vacation works. We had 6 different interviews that we read through, and we produced a flow chart for each of them to find which parts of the process were easy to deal with, which parts were frustrating and hard, and to find commonalities between the different steps. And this is the very simplified version of it, which is essentially someone comes after someone has been released and is not in prison anymore. Eventually they always want to get a job, but eventually they might want to apply for a job that would reject them because of their conviction. They can be denied housing benefits because of their conviction. So they want to get a conviction vacation for many different reasons, some of which might not actually require a conviction vacation. Like sometimes people come wanting to get one and they actually just want to vote, but they're allowed to vote in Washington. After they decide they want to do the process, if they go to a lawyer, first they gather electronic and physical documents about their conviction and proof that their sentence was completed, either that fees were paid or that they completed community service. This process is very slow and difficult if you're outside, because attorneys and public defenders have access to at the last minute. It's very difficult if you're on the outside because only public defenders have access. Public defenders and a few attorneys have access to electronic records, so they actually have to go to each individual courthouse and ask for the records of when they were convicted. And oftentimes they don't even know which courthouse to go to. And many times organizations they volunteer that might have ended. Okay. And then finally, finally they submit their documents to the court, and the court decides whether they can get a conviction vacation or not.
Great. Well, thank you for sharing out the work that you all got accomplished.